Hello and welcome to a live web phone call and chat support system part 6. I am Kamran Madani, and in this video we will complete our admin or agent backend UI. But before continuing, I would like to request, if you have not liked or followed the WatchMeCode Facebook page, then please do follow or like the page. And if you have not subscribed to WatchMeCode YouTube channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can receive the updates. So it's been a couple of days since I streamed the previous video, and I have to recall the previous code. Okay, so in the previous video we have created the admin panel messenger, and I have added a messenger icon or a button, and then I have added an on-click listener. So if you click on the messenger icon, it will slide down those live messenger. And now we need to continue from right here. So let's open up the Visual Studio Code. Let me drag in this screen. Hey Ligala, how are you? So first of all, I would like to go to code.admin and simply add a button so that we can simply close the messenger when we need it. Let's go to our Isomon app, and we need an arrow down. Let's select an arrow, and we need an arrow to hide the messenger, I guess. Which type of arrow we should add? Let's search or select. Okay, let's select this icon, I guess. Click on generate font, and let's copy the new link. Go to index.php and replace the new link and save it. Let's go back to code.admin, and now we have arrow minimize. Let's quickly add class name equals hide messenger, and let's add a Zuz icon dash minimize, arrow dash minimize. Let's quickly add the ending tag right inside our first tag, and now we need to add the button right inside the sidebar head. Great. Go back to admin.css, and inside admin.css let's quickly go to sidebar head, and inside we need to add hide messenger, and we need to add the host state as well. Let's save it, go to localhost and reload. And now we need to add, let's click it, and now we have the hide button. Let's select the button inside our elements and switch to hide messenger, and let's add top to 0 or right to 0. And I forgot to add the ABS class. Let's quickly add it, and let's add border to 0 pixel and line height to 1. Font size should be, I guess 20 is good, and width should be 40 pixels and height should be 40 pixels as well. Great. Now I need to add border radius to 100%, and let's add a background color of, let's say we should add red, and let's quickly change the tone, or maybe let's use this gray shade and switch the background color opacity to 0. Great. Let's let's switch it to RGBA and add opacity, and let's place it to the way, reduce something like 35 and 35, and from right let's add, I guess 15 is good, and top 10 is good. Great. Now click and reduce the opacity to 0. Let's copy and paste inside our CSS, and on the host state let's add the opacity to 1. Go back to core.admin, quickly add ABS and anim class and save it. Now we need to call the hide method. Let's copy and I guess we should call the hide method, and well, let's use our own method instead. The duration should be 300. Now let's call on click, and on click we have a method. Let's call self.hide. Save. Great. Now we need to go back to localhost and reload. Click, and if we click, oops, we have some error. Self.hide is not a function. Let's quickly add var self equals this and save it. Now we need to reload one more time. Doc or developer console to right, click, now click, and we have our hide messenger called, and let's call self.hide, and let's call self.props.show. Reload, click, and let's hide it, and now we have our messenger button right back. Great. Let's add one more property. Title, call it close, and let's try one more time. Click, we have our messenger, and we have close, and click back and we have the messenger hidden, and our messenger button is back. Great. Now we need to call the unmount thing as we have called inside core.js, and that is complete function. Let's copy and paste inside the transition, and we need to mount inside those box. Great. Let's save it and reload. Now click on the messenger. The messenger is right here. Let's click on hide. Messenger button is back. Click one more time and we have messenger back. Great. Now everything is working perfectly fine. Let's move to the user list, and the users list should be something like let's go back to core.admin, and inside the, what should we call it? Let's call it head, and let's create one more class, the class name, and let's call it user list abs, and inside user list we will add underscore users. Let's create underscore users, and the users should be an array, and let's quickly add for n equals 0, n is less than, let's start with a 10 and n plus plus, and let's quickly add, well, I was thinking if we can change the header a little bit, and instead of just those live, what we should add, I guess we need to add a couple of more buttons or a search bar. Well, let's focus on the user list. Great. Let's create one more class and call it user, or let's call it guest. Extends react.component and add a render method and add a return, and inside return we will simply return the, what should we use, let's the class name equals guest, add a rel class, and inside guest let's add the flex class. Now we need class name equals dp rel, and we need one more class, and let's call it, oops, let's call it meta, and inside the meta tag we need h2 class name equals name, and add a s14 font b, and inside the name we will use this dot props, or let's create a self instead to focus on the context, self dot props dot name, Let's create a var self equals this, and we have self.props dot last message, and let's add message and word wrap. And just to remind, we have the word wrap for ellipses and break word and all that. Great, let's quickly close it, and we have our message, and we have name and meta. Great. And one more thing we need to add is div class name equals, and let's call it misc, and it should be an ABS class. And we have h2 class name equals s12 and c777, as we have the color 7, and let's call it stamp, and we have like 8:01 p.m. and inside the PM we need one more class, and it should be, or let's use h1 as well, and it should be cff, and it should be counter. And we have, let's say, for messages, let's go to props and create one more class and call it cff, and it will be white. Great. Now I need to create the guest CSS. Inside the sidebar we have guest, and inside guest we have dp, and we have meta. Inside the meta we have name, and we have message, we have miscellaneous, and inside miscellaneous we have the stamp, and we have counter. Great. Let's go back to localhost, and oops, we forgot to add. Okay, let's add underscore use dot push the guest class, and the guest class should have a name, last message, and let's replace it with self.props.timestamp, or let's call it stamp, and we have self.props.count. Let's call it unread count. So we need name, last message, stamp, and unread count. Okay, let's call name should be Cameron, and we need last message. Let's make it last message. Instead of the underscore, use camel kissing. The last message should be something like, I have a problem to install. And we need a stamp, and stamp is 8 what is the time, 8:05 p.m. and we need the unread count. It should be 5. Let's add a key. I call it guest dash plus, and let's save it and go to, I guess we need one more thing, your list, and use dashboards dot sidebar dot viewer dash list. I forgot to add. Let's save reload, and now we have click, and now we have the users or guest list right here. One more thing I need to change is that our message should be simply font M, not font, and the color should be C7. Let's reload it. Click, and great, now we have our guest list. Let's quickly select the user list. Let's add top to 0, left to 0, right to 0, and bottom to 0 pixel. Let's quickly add the blue background, and we need to add the parent to rel class. Great. The parent is sidebar. Yeah, great. Let's select the user list, and the top should be 80 pixels, and we need to add overflow. X is hidden, overflow Y is auto, and we need to remove the background. We need to change the padding to 10 pixels, or 20 is good. Let's copy and save inside admin.css. Great. Now we need to select the DP, and inside the DP we will add width to 40, height to 40, and the background should be DDD, and the border radius should be 100%. Great. Now let's select the guest and quickly add height should be 50 pixels, I guess, and margin bottom should be 10 pixels or 15. Yeah, I guess 15 is good. And we need to change the height. Let's add a background of EEE. Let's leave it for now. Remove the background color, or let's keep it. Okay, we need to change one more thing, and that is the DP size, or let's keep the 40 pixels. Great. Now select the guest and quickly copy the CSS and paste inside and save. Select the DP and quickly copy the CSS. Oops, I need to add margin right to 10 pixels. Copy and paste inside the DP. Now I need to change the font size to 13, and the oops, I need to change inside the guest. The font size should be 13, and the last message font size should be 13 as well, because I guess the let's click. Okay, great, now it is working perfectly. Now we need to change 11 and 11, because we have, I guess, oops, we don't have. Let's quickly duplicate it and change it to 11 pixels. Save and reload. Well, Amir, this is currently live stream, and app is not finished yet. Please wait. So let's click on the messenger button, and now we have our stamp and all that. Great. Let's quickly select or click on MISC, and we need to add top 0, right to 0 pixel, and we need to add padding of something like 5, I guess. Good. Let's copy. I guess we should add bottom to 0 pixel as well. Copy and paste inside the admin.css and misc. Save. Let's go back to misc, expand the CTR, and let's add a background color of something like blue. Or let's quickly copy the background color, click again, go to counter, and we have a width to something like 20, text length center, line height 1, and let's use height of 50, and border radius should be 100%, and box sizing should be border box, padding should be 2 pixels or 5 is good, and let's reduce the height and width to 16, and the padding should be reduced to 5. Good. Now we need to add margin 0 0 0 0, and top should be 4, and if we can add CTR to ABS, and if we can quickly add bottom to 0, and right should be 0 pixel. And now if we can quickly select the guest back and reduce the height to 36 is good, or let's use 38, 40 is good. Let's quickly change the height to 40. Now select back CTR, and let's change the bottom to 5, and right is good. Let's copy and paste inside the admin.css and save. And now we need to add ABS to CTR. Let's quickly reload, click the messenger, and now we have the users, and inside the users we have username, last message, timestamp, and the unread count. Let's quickly change the width to something like 200, and I guess we should change meta to flex 2, and the misc should be used meta. No, great. Okay, I need to move the misc thing to outside of meta, and let's use rel, and quickly reload messenger, and now we have our counter, and let's change the misc from meta to independent parent. Great. Reload one more time, click, and now we have the separate meta tab. Great. Let's quickly select the misc and remove right and top, bottom, and let's use a width of I guess we should use flex 1, and for meta we should use flex of 2, or 2 is good. Okay, great. Let's use the DP to something like guest list, change the padding to 20, and 10 is good. Now copy one more time and replace inside admin.css. Save. And now we need to change the image heading, and if we can use font size of 10 pixels. No. Copy the image, paste inside the image, select the meta, use the flex tool, and now we need to change. I guess we should change the sidebar width to, I guess 300 should be great. Go to sidebar and change the width to 300, and now select the image or stamp and add text line right. Great. And I guess, okay, great, text line right. Now I need to change the CTR bottom to 3, I guess, or well, 3 is good, I guess. And reduce the padding to 2, and height should be 12, and width should be well removed, or let's keep the width 16 and height should be 16 and padding should be 3. Well, for now let's move on. Let's copy and paste inside the counter. Save. Now we need to quickly reload to confirm if all the changes are saved. Great. Now I need to add the guest cursor to pointer. Add use select to none, and on her we should replace the background color. Let's save and reload. Click on the messenger, and now I need to add the color state. Let's quickly select one of the cast color state color, and let's add background of CCC. Now I need to add padding of 2 pixels, or 5 is good. Add a border radius of 10 pixels, or we should use ten is good. Let's change the padding horizontal to 5. Okay. We need to change the background color to a more light background. Let's quickly copy the cast and paste inside. Now copy the background color and add inside color, and we need to add the guest on class, and let's change the color to let's use this one, and that is DDD. Great. Let's reload it quick, and now we have a nice hover effect, but we need to add the anim class to guest to make a more smoother animation while mouse hovering. Great. But now I guess the margin is far too more. Let's reduce the cast margin bottom to 5 pixels. Yeah, 5 is good. For admin, cast and margin bottom to 5 pixels. Great. Now we need to add one more div inside the user block. Let's go to code.admin, and if we open the client code.ts, we need to add the typing SVG. Let's copy and paste inside the CTR. And remove the just typing, and from core.css let's copy the typing and paste inside the admin, and parent should be this. Save and reload. Click on messenger. Now we need to change the misc typing to change the background color to, I guess we should use this one, and change the padding to, and we should use remove the transform and remove the typing text as well. Reduce the height to something like 30, and margin should be 0 pixel, or I guess we need to change the margin to, oops, we'll keep the 15. Let's select the typing and change bottom to 0, and left should be 0, right should be 0, and let's add a width of 20 pixels, nine. Outsizing border box, width should be 20, and let's add the padding. Let's add border radius 10 pixels or 30, and let's add the width to bottom should be great. Now let's reduce the background color to a more appropriate color, or let's use this background, and let's copy or the mistyping, and we need to change the typing text. Let's select the image, and the height, margin top right, or bottom should be something like, okay, let's copy and replace inside as indicator. Let's quickly reload. Well, I have to take a call. hold on. Okay, now we need to click on the messenger, and now we have the typing indicator. But instead of the typing indicator, we should simply add typing.svg. Let's add constructor props super props this dot state equals typing equals false, and let's add counter to 0. Now we need to add self.state.typing, otherwise we need to return the null, and same we need to add self.state.counter is greater than 0. Now, and inside the cast, let's use this dot state props dot ctr or unread count. Save, go to localhost and reload, click on the messenger, and now we have our counter back. And inside the cast, let's use the counter by default 0 and reload, and now we have the counter hidden. Great. Now we need to add one more thing inside the messenger. Let's add div class name equals head abs, and inside head we need the same div class name equals user rel, and let's add div class name equals dp, and we have div class name equals meta, and we have h2 class name equals user, and let's add s14 font and add camera right on it, and we need to add status, and it should be last seen 7 minutes ago, and we need to add div class name equals actions, and inside actions we need to add a couple of buttons, and it should be a class name of this icon, and we need to add the phone icon and chat icon phone, and let's add the well, as we are already inside the chat, we need to include the info and info generate font info with circle. Let's copy the new link, replace inside index.php and save. And we need well, this is it for now. Let's go to admin.css. Now select the messenger. We have head, we have user, we have dp, meta, we have name, we have status, we have actions, and actions is independent. Okay, let's remove the matter. And we have button, we have button hover, we have button disable. Let's save it, go and reload. And now we need to click and select the head, and we need to add top 0, left 0, right 0, background should be DDD, oops sorry, F, and here should have the rel class. And let's add box shadow to 1 pix DDD, and let's quickly change over the tone. And now we need to add the height, should be I guess 45 is good. Let's use padding or I need to take one more call, please wait. Okay, let's change the height to 40 and we'll quickly add box sizing to border box, and the padding should be 3 to 12 pixels. I guess we need to change the height to 45. Okay, great. Let's add line height to 1, and now we are good to go. We can now reduce the height to 40, and let's change the padding to 5. Now let's copy and paste inside the head, save. Let's select the DP, width should be 30, height 30 pixels, background DDD, border radius should be 100%, and let's add flex to user, and inside DP we should add margin right to 10 pixels or 8 pixels. Reduce the height to 28. Let's copy and paste inside the DP, save it. Let's select the matter, or we need to add the actions to text line right, and flex should be fun. Copy, paste inside the actions, and for meta we should use flex to 2, and inside admin let's add flex to user. Great. Let's select the button inside the actions, change border to 0, line height to 1, width to 40, and height to 40, and I guess the height should be 30, and let's use width of 30 as well. Add margin top and 2 pixels, add border radius to 100%, use font size to something like 18 pixels, background should be HEE, and let's change it to RGBA and opacity to 0. And right after that let's add I need to add a rel class to messenger. Quickly reload, click on messenger, and now we have our icons back. Inspect and quickly change to 28 pixels and width to 28 pixels, border to 0, and margin to 0 pixel 2 pixels. Border radius should be 100%. Background should be EEE. Click on the color and reduce opacity to 0, and font size should be 18 pixels, and color should be blue, and quickly copy, and we need to paste inside the admin.css, and the button background should be RGB at 30, 103 and 197. Save and reload, and now we have our button back. Click users, and we have our header, and let's quickly change the font size to 30. Save and reload, click, and now we need to change the name margin to margin top 2 pixels, and right should be 0, bottom 2 and left 0, or let's choose the bottom to 1. Great, let's copy and paste inside name. I guess we need to reduce the font size of the status to 11. Reload, click, and now we have status to 11 pixels. Let's select the DP and add or update it to 30, and okay, we are good to go. Save and reload. Great, now we need to change the height to something like 42, or I guess well, let's add a title, and let's call it call, and inside the info let's add info. Great, now we need to add one more information div, and under the head let's add the class name, and the class name should be user detail, or let's call about or guest abs, and inside the guest should be the div class name head. We have the class name equals dp, we have h2 class name is 16 font L, and let's use command for now, and we need to add status, and the status should be 12 font and C777, and let's add active last seen 7 minutes ago. Great, and after that we need to add div class name equals meta, and we need to add a div class name equals icon, and we need to add this icon dash, and we need to add let's call it label or LBL and S13, font B or font N, C777, switch it to, we'll call it info, and inside the info let's add h2 class name equals S12 or 13 font and C777, and it should be location, and the location will be something like Lahore, Pakistan. And now I need to add info block, and resolution should be 1680 by 1050. And let's call device should be, or let's use browser, should be Chrome 80.2.2. it is for sample only. And we need one more thing, that is the language. We will use EN US. We need to add last visit. Let's add never, and we need to add front page, and it will be something like https localhost. Great, but I forgot to change to 16, and my bad. Let's quickly duplicate and duplicate, paste and paste, and let's quickly paste. Great, now let's select, oh, we need to change a couple of more things, and that is, we need to change the why it is making me so confused. Or I guess we should not use the last if. Okay, let's go to code.admin, and inside this messenger let's add about guest, and inside about we have head, we have dp, we have name, we have status, and we have meta, we have ICO, we have .info, and we have, let's quickly add Lex, and let's call it a label, or let's remove for now. And inside info, I guess I should add classes, or let's choose h2 first child, and let's use last child. What else we need? Great. Let's go to localhost and reload. Click, right click, inspect, and select about, and add to top 0, right 0, bottom to 0 pixels, and background to white, and width should be 300 pixels, and change the top to 40. Quickly copy and paste inside. By the way, if you are confused why I am using so much nested classes, we will clean it later, because I am hungry to fix the UI and move to the functionality. By the way, let's copy or select the head user, oops, this one, dp, and let's add width of 100, height of 100, background of PE. Should be 100%, and margin bottom should be 10 pixels. Quickly, or let's add margin top 0, right auto, bottom 10 pixel, left 2, auto. Click copy, paste inside dp, save, select the head, and now we need to change the top to auto, left auto, right to auto, and box shadow 0, 0, 0, white, and 0 pixels, and height should be 100 pixels, bottom should be 1 pixel, DDD solid, and we'll change the height to 160 is good. Great. And the text line is center. Copy and paste inside the head. Now we need to change the name, and I guess we should use the font B instead. Quickly add margin bottom to 5 pixels, and great, and we need to quickly add font B. Now I need to add, I guess I have not added the tag. Let's select one of the meta tag or div. Padding should be 30, 20, 0, 20, well 20 is good. And let's add border bottom to 1 pixel PE solid, and copy and paste inside the net. Now we need to add the icon, should be 20, 20, background EE, border radius 200%, copy, and let's paste inside the ICO, and we need to change the meta to flex. Oops, display flex, save, and let's reload Messenger. And now we have quick setup. Let's add margin right 10 pixels. Right to 10 pixels. Let's save it and reload. Now we need to add a couple of things. Click, select. Let's change the about from top to 41, and one more thing we need to add is add a padding of 20 pixels, add a box sizing of border box, and overflow X should be hidden and overflow Y should be hidden. Quickly copy and replace the cast CSS. Save and reload. Click on the messenger, and now we have our messenger right here. Great. Well, this is it for now, and before leaving, I would like to request, if you have not liked the WatchMeCode Facebook page, please like and follow the Facebook page, and if you are not subscribed to YouTube channel, then please subscribe and click the bell icon. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.